Alright, so Jess is working on notching some tube to make some more bracing for the rear hoops for the coilovers. I'm draining the fluids on Forrest in the back bay there. My project this weekend is going to be two things. I'm going to fix my wife's car, the hub on the back of her car. That's tomorrow morning. And I'm going to take everything off the front of that motor and double check the timing. I want to see if I jump the tooth on the timing chain before I pull that motor all the way out. Either way, a lot of that stuff's got to come out of my way to do a motor swap. I'm hoping it's just the timing tooth. I think that's my issue, but I've been kind of putting it off to the wayside because I did want to do this, but do it, get it done, move forward onto the next thing. So sometimes you just got to grin and bear it. Got to hydrate. So where are we at? Jess is still torching away on that hoop. About got one done. Get ready to work over the other one before we do our tie bar for the top. I've got fluids drained. I got the power steering pump and stuff moved outside. Got the radiator out. So, but this is where we're at. So, trying to get into here to the timing chain. I don't want to check it before I do a whole motor out, but all this stuff's got to come out if I got to do it. Left everything hooked, but I've had it for the night. I'm going to call it an evening. So, but that's where we're at. He's still blasting away, and I've been plugging away on this. Fluids are out, tranny's done. I got to get the alternator bracket out of the way still. Get that clutch fan off there, which I hate clutch fans.
This one's done.
I don't know why I work on cars because there's so many damn things that annoy me. Clutch fans. If you don't have the right tool, they're a pain in the ass, and of course I don't have the right tool, but I know a trick to getting it off. It's channel locks. I got this little goofy little bar thing I've had for years. But there we are. So in your world it'll be tomorrow. In mine it'll be a couple hours until I come back out. So alright, well, new day. So I have got the entire front end tore apart. I got all the bolts out of the water pump. Haven't turned the camera on yet this morning. So now I got to pry this off. Find top dead center so we can start getting in there before. I want to find top dead center so that my timing marks when I pull this cover off here in a few minutes. But I got the water pump next. Yeah, got out here this morning, got a fire going, got cleaned up. This is what Jess got done yesterday. He got the last night after I'd called it a night. He got out here and he got these all doctored up. We got a little bit of finish work to do today on them, but we got a couple maintenances on some cars and stuff, some brakes and a hub to do on another vehicle. Got to keep our personal everyday rigs running, but this is where we're at. So he's out here for a little while longer than I was and got the hoops in, mounts. So yeah, so there's the back end, and really coming along. It looks good. We got her set up right now. We're gonna get a little bit more compression than what we have right now, I think, once we get the springs, the springs back on and everything. But there it is, looking pretty damn cool. I'm excited to give this thing a whirl one of these days. So yeah, it's coming right along. So it's coming along. So this is our weekend project this weekend. Alright, so I've got the water pump off. I've got everything out of the way. Crankshaft positioning sensor, it's all off and everything. So now what I gotta do is I'm gonna find top dead center. I'll either be 180 out, but that way I can find out where my marks are on my timing chain. Then I got to pull that timing chain cover off, which is 2 bolts on the oil pan on the bottom. I do not have to pull the crank pulley. I don't have to pull it off. So we'll get that caught up and we'll pop that cover off and see. But first I'm going to set top dead center. I'm going to find number. I'm either going to be on money or 180 out, which either way I can check my marks and see. So that's going to be my next step. So I made the comment earlier that I didn't have to pull that crankshaft pulley off. However, I have to move it forward. I had forgot, which has been a while since I pulled one of these 302 covers off, that there's two dowels that help align dowel pins that bolts go into, that help align that timing cover on there. So you do have to pull that forward a little bit. I'd made a comment earlier and completely spaced it. As I started to move it off there, I was like, oh yeah, there's these, I forgot. So I probably forgot more stuff than I remember. But however, so we're getting ready to set top dead center right now. We'll get that crank pulley pulled forward a little ways so I can remove that. I'm going to try not to take it all the way off, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Might set a camera up in there. That way you guys are in my way and not holding the flashlight right. Alright. Okay, so there's what she looks like. We've got to pull the crank pulley forward a little bit. There's two dowel pins in this one and this one here that help, or that one over there, excuse me, this side, that help align this. And if you slide that forward a little bit, but again, I want to find top dead center first, either 180 out, pull that off, we can check that timing chain, and we will know whether I'm doing a timing chain today or just pulling the whole damn motor. Something's happening though, I'm not sure which. Alright, so Justin's been working on this while I've been working on the other truck, and our lighting shit with him standing in the way there, so let's move this lighting over. Alright, so that'll work. So we got a jack in it, we're using a floor jack and a ratchet strap here, and we got one coil over, we're just kind of seeing, or one spring on the coil over here, trying to make sure that we don't have any binding or anything like that while he kind of cycles it. So grab that fender and stick that fender on there, and let's look at that. But so this is what it's looking like. Oh, but there's our droop on that side, you know, and let's see if that fender works. You're a little high on this end here, right there. I think that's it. So we got fender clearance. It's like we guessed at all this shit. So
Our link is parallel with the ground.
Oh yeah, I think it looks like
that is almost titties.
Oh, and there's suspension working. Oh,
And nothing is snugged down either. Like the links are all loose still.
Yeah, everything. I know everything's.
But
we're a long ways from being snug.
it
on anything.
cycles really clean.
But
I need to throw another coil on this side just to,
yeah. So
you know.
there we go. It's coming along, and I've been over here messing, trying to find the damn bolts for my puller because I couldn't find any bolts. So yeah, we're still plugging along on this here Saturday morning. But yeah, we got some gussets. We're gonna throw some gussets in these corners with some dimple dies and get our brackets and I probably missed all that. So
Tell us what you think. I want to hear what people have to say about it.
I do too, but
Tell us what you think. I'm curious.
everybody's too quiet out there. They don't like talking to me, and I look at every single comment that I get. I look at it and I try to comment back. Almost everyone. I mean, all 4 of you guys that have talked to me.
4.
I know. That's all right. It's coming. Once this thing gets moving, that's when people will be like, "Oh, okay, maybe they're cool. Maybe we're not cool." I don't fucking know. Anyway, so let us know what you think. You think there's if there's something that jumps out to all you professionals that are watching me here, let me know. This is our first time we've ever done this shit, so
First time doing links and
yeah,
coilovers.
it's the first time on that. So yeah, all right, I'll pick you guys back up here in a little bit. We're going back to tunes and work.
Alright, so I am going to be dropping the passenger side down right now. I already got the coils on the coilover for this side. Just gotta do it to that side and we'll be dialed in. I'm gonna let it down now. Alright. Now, use my ratchet strap here. Jack it up just enough to get it off the floor jack. Then I gotta take the tire off. .42s are big tires. Just saying. Now, I'll let this out. Drop and free hang. Just like that. And get my strap out of here. Oh, by the way, after I stop tripping over everything, so my dad, he ended up putting this on the axles. If you want some made for your axles, leave a message in, you know, in the bottom of the video or something like that in the comment section, and you know, we could build you some. But he ended up putting these little anchor points, right, for strapping your rig down to a trailer. They also act as good strap points for strapping it up to hold it into place, right, so that you don't just drop it or whatever and not holding it on the bracket or anything like that. It is pretty good idea if you ask me. Don't tell him I said that though. He might, you know, get a big hit. So now I'm going to put the other coil over together. I'll set you guys up right here to hopefully watch the action. Oh, there you go. So this one here is my 200 coilover, right? We're running 150 on the top, 200 on the bottom. I'm gonna need the floor jack. Go like that. Untwist it. Actually, make this easier on me. Take the coil all the way out, drop it, slide my coil over out, then hold this right here, we'll spin off the hind joint on the bottom here. Give me 200 try this. Slide that off, use this, slide that all the way off. Like I said, we're running a 150 on top, 200 on bottom. The bottom coil is also an 18-inch coil, and the top is a 16. So, this 150. after this is all together, I will be doing a full bump test with not full bump, clearancing test. Hopefully, we'll see.
Other sauces? I don't know what that means. 2, yep, 3, yep, 4. Mornings at 6:50, 7:50, and 8:50 on the Daily
Now take our jack. Cool. Hardware. Our misalignment spacers.
Norwegian Cruise Line invites you to experience more in the Caribbean, Alaska, Europe, and beyond. For a limited time, all cruise lines enjoy entry on all the North Sea cruising package, including unlimited open bar, specialty dining.
I made it super tight so that we have no play in any of the brackets on the axle or on the shock hoop itself, so that we don't have any waffling out of the holes on the brackets themselves. So they're super tight. Had to, so you got to use a little bit of a hammer for some finesse in. But there it is. That's the coilover in, and that's all she wrote, Coach. That's full droop in the rear end. Oh, hold on. Not full droop, just a sec. Now it's full droop. That's full droop in the rear end. That is pretty gnarly if you ask me. Now let's get the oh, get out of there. All right, Dad. What do you think?
Looks good. I like it.
Are you? Is it father approved?
We gotta check driveline angles, but
You can adjust driveline angle with your top links. As of how it sits like that, it doesn't look bad, honestly.
I think it's gotta tilt a little bit.
Tilt a little bit back, huh?
We'll get to that. It takes time. We definitely got taller.
Nah. What do you mean?
Taller. Big.
Freaking huge. It's freaking huge. That's what it is. Yeah.
Cool. I like it.
Built for mega truck, huh?
Yeah. Plenty big. We'll see when we put some weight on it and get the shock charged. Getting there.
All right, and then the front's coming soon. We're gonna probably start on the front here later today, and yeah. Are you excitement levels?
I like it. Yeah. Well, it's still a long way for me to get excited. I'm excited about it, yes, but until we hear the motor run and drive lines and stuff, we got a ways to go. So,
Was
at my age, I don't get too excited until it's about time to turn the key.
was going this route with the coilovers? Do you think was it worth it?
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Never ran coilovers, so I don't know.
I've ran air shocks on my original Comanche that I built, 3 years ago now? 3 years ago. Since then sold it. But I ran air shocks, and it was a super soft ride to the point where I kept bottoming out. So I'm pretty sure that he's going to absolutely enjoy having coilovers. So
Yeah, we'll see.
we'll see how it rides once it's riding.
We got a long ways to go.
Yeah.
A long ways to go.
I need to quit my job so I can start just building it full time.
Yeah.
You gonna pay me?
No, I'm not paying nobody. If I could pay people, I would be quitting my job. No. I want to quit my job. I want to quit my job before you can quit your job.
All right, stay tuned. We'll be back.